Watch the jaw and lips in this close-up video. Your mouth relies on deeply ingrained muscle memory to hit specific shapes automatically. A heavy accent is the physical result of your muscles executing these familiar but incorrect habits. For English speakers learning Hindi, one specific habit triggers a native listener's accent alarm, defaulting to the standard English T and D sounds. See this spot labeled the English compromise? That is where you naturally place your tongue for an English T or D, but Hindi doesn't use that spot. The English placement sits in a middle zone between two entirely different Hindi sounds. We are going to physically retrain your mouth to hit the correct targets. To do this, we'll use two simple tactile tests. All you need is a quiet room and clean hands. Moving your tongue into the true Hindi positions allows you to immediately remove the most recognizable marker of an English-speaking accent. Step 1 is finding your English baseline. Say the word time out loud and consciously freeze your tongue in place right on the T. Here's where your tongue is locked, the alveolar ridge just behind your upper teeth. Now slide the tip forward until it presses flat against the back of your upper front teeth. This placement produces the Hindi dental sound, like ta in Taj. Because this shift is subtle, it is easy to accidentally slip back into your English habits. We use the finger test as a physical failsafe to guarantee you are far enough forward. This graphic demonstrates the setup. Place your clean index finger vertically against your lips and upper front teeth. Now pronounce the Hindi dental ta. As you release the sound, your tongue tip needs to make broad, soft contact with the back of your teeth. You should actually feel that subtle tap transfer through the teeth and into your resting finger. If your finger doesn't feel any vibration or contact near the teeth, your tongue has retreated backward to that English alveolar ridge. Push it forward and try again. Relying on this physical vibration forces your brain to abandon its automatic English muscle memory and build a new specific target. Now let's find the second target. Reset to your English alveolar baseline. Say time and hold it. This time, physically curl the tip of your tongue backward and upward toward the roof of your mouth. Notice how the tongue bypasses the alveolar ridge to strike the hard palate. This extreme curl creates the Hindi retroflex sound. Applying the finger test here, notice the massive gap between the tongue and the front teeth. When you pronounce the retroflex ta with your finger on your lips, you should feel absolutely nothing. The resulting sound will be noticeably lower pitched and duller than a standard English T. It will feel unnatural and exaggerated at first. But that dull, heavy acoustic quality means your anatomy is hitting the exact correct spot. Be careful here. You are making a deliberate hard press against the palate. Do not confuse this with the rapid flicking motion used for a Hindi rolled R. It is a firm strike. Mastering this specific backward curl gives your speech the defining acoustic signature of the Hindi language. Native speakers immediately hear the difference. We have the tongue positions locked in. The second physical variable we need to layer on top is aspiration, which is simply controlling the burst of air from your lungs. We verify this with the hand test. Hold your open palm exactly 1 inch in front of your mouth. This split screen layout illustrates the contrast we need to test. Keep your tongue in that backward retroflex curl. First, speak the unaspirated ta. Then immediately speak the aspirated ta. The physical feedback on your palm should be distinct. The first sound yields almost zero air. The second sound must deliver a sharp, heavy gust of wind against your skin. These two variables are linked. Correct pronunciation requires the brain to synchronize exact anatomical tongue placement with precise airflow control at the exact same moment. Now we combine all these techniques into a minimal pair drill. This puts both extreme tongue positions to the test in a real-world vocabulary scenario. Look at these two words. Though nearly identical in spelling, shifting your tongue from dental to retroflex changes the meaning from tooth to scolding. Let's execute the first word, dant, meaning tooth. Use the finger test. Slide your tongue forward, press flat against the teeth, and feel the tap on your finger as you say it. Immediately move to the second word, dant, meaning scolding. Curl the tongue backward, strike the hard palate, and ensure your finger feels zero vibration. If you hit those two cleanly, you successfully navigated 3 entirely different anatomical tongue positions and managed your airflow within a single exercise. To make this permanent, practice exactly 10 minutes a day for 1 week. Use the finger test, use the hand test, and alternate between these words. This short-term physical practice is the only way to permanently override English defaults. It transitions your spoken Hindi from a series of approximations into a confident native-aligned standard.